Nuclear talks with Iran have collapsed, and with diplomacy stalled, Washington has made its next move. The Pentagon has activated Task Force Scorpion, America's first ever Kamikaze drone unit, and positioned it for potential strikes against Iranian targets. These are not surveillance drones, these are one-way attack platforms built to fly into a target and detonate on impact. Each one costs just $35,000, and they've already been tested in the Arabian Gulf. So what exactly is Task Force Scorpion? What can these drones actually do? And how does this fit into the massive military buildup now surrounding Iran? Let's break it down. To understand why the Pentagon is deploying kamikaze drones, you have to understand what just happened in Geneva on February 26th. The third round of nuclear negotiations between the United States and Iran wrapped up with no deal. The American delegation was led by Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, according to reporting from the Wall Street Journal. The US demanded that Iran dismantle its key nuclear facilities. Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan transfer all enriched uranium to the United States and accept a permanent agreement with no sunset clauses. Iran rejected every one of those demands. Omani Foreign Minister Badr al-Busaidi had been serving as middleman between the two sides. He publicly stated that a deal was, quote, within our reach. But behind closed doors, the gap between the two positions was enormous. President Trump addressed the situation directly during his State of the Union on February 24th. He said the US was in negotiations with Iran and that they wanted to make a deal, but that he had not yet heard what he called those secret words, that Iran would never produce a nuclear weapon, and he made it clear he prefers diplomacy, but he is prepared for war if Tehran does not make that promise. So with diplomacy hitting a wall, the military track is now front and center. Bloomberg was the first to report that the Pentagon's experimental kamikaze drone unit, officially called Task Force Scorpion Strike, is now ready for potential operations against Iran. US Central Command spokesman Captain Tim Hawkins confirmed that the squadron was established to, quote, rapidly equip our warfighters with new combat drone capabilities that continue to evolve. The drone at the heart of this unit is the Lucas, the low-cost unmanned combat attack system. It was built by a company called SpectreWorks, based in Arizona. And here is the part that most people miss. The Lucas is a reverse-engineered copy of Iran's own Shahed 136 drone, the same weapon Tehran has been supplying to Russia for use in Ukraine. So America has taken Iran's own drone design, improved it, and is now preparing to use it against Iran itself. Each Lucas unit costs roughly $35,000. That is a fraction of what a cruise missile costs. The drone is about 10 feet long with an 8-foot wingspan. It carries a 40-pound warhead, has a range of approximately 500 miles, and cruises at around 74 knots. These drones are designed for two roles, reconnaissance and one-way attack. They can operate autonomously, and they have an extensive operational range. CENTCOM has described them as built for both intelligence gathering and strike missions. Task Force Scorpion Strike was officially formed on December 3rd, 2025. Just 2 weeks later, on December 16th, the Navy successfully launched a Lucas drone from the USS Santa Barbara, a literal combat ship in the Arabian Gulf. That was the first time the US had ever fired one of these drones from a ship at sea. Task Force Scorpion is just one piece of a much larger operation. According to Axios, President Trump has ordered 2 aircraft carriers to the region. The USS Abraham Lincoln, a Nimitz-class carrier and flagship of Carrier Strike Group 3, has been in the Arabian Sea since late January. Its Air Wing Carrier Air Wing 9 is made up of 8 squadrons. The USS Gerald R. Ford, the Navy's newest and most advanced carrier, was ordered from the Caribbean to join the Lincoln around February 13th. It passed through the Strait of Gibraltar and entered the Mediterranean, continuing its transit toward the Middle East. But the buildup goes well beyond the carriers. At least 66 American fighter jets have been deployed to Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan. According to satellite imagery analysis and multiple defense reports, the force includes around 30 F-35A stealth fighters, 24 F-15E Strike Eagles, and a number of A-10 Thunderbolts and EA-18G Growler electronic warfare aircraft. Advanced F-22 Raptor stealth fighters have also been forward deployed to Israel. Reports indicate at least 11 F-22s are stationed at OVDA Air Base in southern Israel, with additional aircraft on standby for deployment. Military analysts describe this as the largest concentration of American air and naval power in the Middle East in decades. Now, some of you might be wondering, with F-35S, F-22S, and 2 carrier strike groups in the region, why does a $35,000 drone matter? The answer comes down to cost, volume, and expendability. A Tomahawk cruise missile costs roughly $1.9 million per unit. An F-35 sortie involves risk to a pilot and a $100 million airframe. But a Lucas drone, you can send dozens of them at once, saturate enemy air defenses, and the loss of any single platform is financially insignificant. If the US were to strike Iran's nuclear facilities, road networks, and missile launch sites, the likely targets outlined in multiple defense assessments, Kamikaze drones would be used to overwhelm and degrade air defenses before manned aircraft ever enter the battle space. And the irony is impossible to ignore. Iran pioneered this exact type of warfare. The Shahed 136 became one of the most talked about weapons of the Ukraine conflict. Now, the US has taken that design, improved it with satellite data links and swarming capabilities, and could potentially use it against the country that created it. As things stand, the diplomatic window is not completely closed. Trump has indicated he is not happy with the talks, but is willing to give negotiations more time. Oman's foreign minister continues to shuttle between both sides, but the military posture tells a different story. 2 carrier strike groups over, 60 fighter jets forward deployed, F-22s in Israel, and now America's first operational Kamikaze drone unit, tested, armed, and waiting. Whether Task Force Scorpion sees action depends on what happens in the next round of talks. But one thing is clear, the United States is not bluffing. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what comes next. We will be following this story closely. Until next time.